Hello everyone, my name is Rosin, and welcome back to Newtype Netplay, the series where I take a look at my old Mobile Suit Gundam Extreme vs. Maxi Bustan match footage and just talk a little bit about the game and my development and growth as a player over the course of, oh god, I want to say it's almost been 2 years now since this game came out. That's ridiculous. And we're still making our way through footage from the open beta period, which is just absolutely bananas. I need to update this series more, because it's fun to talk about Gundam, and it's very fun to talk about this wonderful, wonderful fighting game. I still love MBON. Haven't played it in a little bit here, actually. Every now and again I'll pop into a lobby, but, you know, if you're a MBON diehard and you haven't seen me around, because, you know, we're kind of a tight-knit community, let's not kid ourselves. That's probably why I've just been busy with other stuff right now, but, you know, the MBON is still very, very central to my competitive spirit, so whenever I feel the itch, of course I'll be back in the ring. You can guarantee it. So, what I'm doing this game is I am playing a suit from a series that I don't particularly care for that much. I am playing as Destiny Gundam from Gundam SEED Destiny, of course. And I actually really like the suit design a lot. I think it's pretty cool. I like the aesthetics. I really like the weaponry. Though, for the life of me, could not tell you what anything is called. What I can tell you is that this grab explosion is very fucking cool and is a very stylish way to end a game, if I do say so myself. I believe, actually, I remember that's called the palm cannon, I want to say. But, yeah, what you can do is you can actually use that special melee to lunge at someone and then grab them, and you can either cause it to explode and kind of chuck them forward into the ground, or what you can do, alternatively, is you can extend it. I believe you hold back in special melee, or just maybe back in melee or something like that, but you kind of lift them up into the air like I did there, and cause them to explode, and it does even more damage, causes longer knockdown, is just kind of a more powerful version of the move, it seems, but the trade-off is that it does take a little bit longer than just chucking them right into the ground. So you kind of have an option there, depending on the situation, which one you want to go with. See, like right there, I probably should have just gone for the chuck, and I probably would have gotten the full thing off, but because I decided to lift, you see, like right there even, I got interrupted again. I need to be a little bit more careful about that. I was just trying to go for what looked cool in these matches, clearly, and sometimes it worked out like it did last game, but it doesn't always. I really like going for those grabs. I think really just because I like the animation a lot, I needed to maybe hold off a little bit doing that in these matches here. But as I was saying earlier, though, I really struggle to remember Cosmic Era tech name for any of the mobile suit gear or equipment or weaponry or any of that. I don't know, it just doesn't stick with me. I'm not sure if it's just that I don't care about Cosmic Era stuff as much as other Gundam universes, which, you know, that is the case. Or it could just be that I just don't find their names as evocative as other Gundam naming schemes. I don't know what it is, but for whatever reason, it just doesn't stick with me. So, I don't know, maybe I'll be a little bit better about it when I inevitably have to rewatch SEED Destiny soon, because the Gundam Rewatch podcast I follow and love a lot, great Gundam project, check them out. They go through Gundam and take a look at it from a leftist perspective. I like it a lot. I'm sure I've talked about it before in this series. They're going through SEED right now and just having a miserable time, and I was following along with them, because I like to do that, you know, usually I'm pretty good about following along as they watch stuff. They do 2 episodes at a time. And I got, like, to episode 10 of SEED, and I was like, I don't want to do this anymore. I'm just going to listen to the episodes. I've seen SEED already. I don't know if I really want to go through it again. You know, I plan on going back to it at some point and finishing up SEED and catching up with them or whatever. But that means SEED Destiny is also on the horizon, and, oof, you know, it's SEED Destiny, all right, so. That being said, though, I do actually really enjoy the mech designs from SEED and SEED Destiny both a lot. Some of them more than others, but especially the protagonist Gundams I actually find pretty cool, pretty sleekly designed. I'm kind of back and forth on some of them sometimes, but especially like the Strike and its different packs I actually like a great deal. Destiny I like a lot too. Freedom and Strike Freedom I feel like sometimes I'm kind of iffy on, but I don't know. I can change my mind about some designs sometimes, but overall, I really enjoy Cosmic Era suit designs for what they are. Definitely don't like them as much as some other Gundam series for sure, especially the stuff coming from the 90s. But I don't know. I have a soft spot for them. Not even the 90s too. Like there's a lot of like Double Zeta and Zeta designs I like a lot for how just strange and you know, off kilter they are. We have a very mobile, I guess pun intended, a mobile suit range going on here because you know, we had the full saber there. I believe that was the full saber at least. It died before I could check the name here. Let's look at the scoreboard. Yeah, the Quant full saber. So we had Destiny Gundam, who is very good at flying around. You can kind of spread the wings and kind of use that as an extra dash almost if you are able to use it. Then we had Full Saber running around, and then the Psycho Zaku, which again can kind of extend its movement and weird and move at really weird angles. So that was a very dynamic aerial match, which it's always fun when you get suits like that that kind of complement each other on the battlefield and create for some very interesting visual, dynamic looking stuff. God, I really love the design of the sword too. I actually really like a lot of the how the swords in Cosmic Era are kind of more like actual edged blades like this that kind of have like the heat edge toward to it, rather than just being the oh god, I completely got my partner's way there. That was really bad. Rather than just the straight lightsaber beam sabers, which, you know, are fun and have their place, but also too, I don't know, something about like a futuristic sword that has like a high frequency or like thermal edge to it, kind of like even the Heat Hawks from the original Gundam. I really enjoy that look for whatever reason. It's just always been very evocative to me. I feel like I use that word a lot when describing mobile suit designs. That guy started a vernier in the air, desperately paid for it. So yeah, Bale and Destiny, strange combo. We managed to make the 3K power team, power couple thing work, but as you can see, I feel like it's very tricky because they're, well, I don't know. I guess Bale is more about going up front, whereas Destiny Gundam is a little bit more of an all-rounder suit. But I feel like even then, at least how I play Destiny is very aggressive. I play a lot of all-rounder suits very aggressively, I think. Probably more aggressive than I should in a lot of cases, but you can definitely see that there is definitely points in that match where we're kind of getting in each other's hair a little bit, and it's just a little uncomfortable. But yeah, you got some really cool combo options though when you go in with Destiny, like you can see there. And also too, you have the little boomerangs, which is so much fun to play around with. And you know, so many players in this game when they're first starting out, their option to everything to break targeting and escape bad situations is to sidestep. And that can really fuck with them because suddenly they have two boomerangs on either side of them, and if they decided to dash, or sorry, not dash, but if they decided to sidestep, there's a good chance that if they moved... Oh god, yawn, sorry about that. I'm a lot more tired than I thought I'd be recording this. But if they decide to move laterally at all, they're just going to get hit by the boomerang, and that'll stun them long enough for you to go in and get a combo off, which is pretty cool. Blue Destiny's about to die here. Partner's trying to cut, but I was able to use a kind of harder to cut combo there with the Destiny and win out the round there. So that was a pretty solid match, all things considered. I feel like I made a lot of good calls just in terms of keeping up with my A game. Blue Destiny is a pretty cool suit. When you fight against a Blue Destiny player who really knows what they're doing, it's pretty fucking scary. They can really get up to some shenanigans with that exam system. Let's see what we got going on in this match here. Strike Noir, Barbados Lupus. I decided to hone in on the Strike Noir and leave my partner to deal with the Lupus, which probably was not the best idea on my part. Oh well. We'll see how it's going. Okay, no, my partner's already at yellow health. Yeah, I made a bad call here, but we both, I feel like both me and the other enemy 3K had the same idea here, where we're just like, well, we're going to go for the rear and see if we can get them into overcost. As soon as I saw that my partner's life was at 77 here, I really should have stopped focusing on the Noir and just went in for the Lupus. But I got greedy, and I decided to kill the Strike Noir. And hey, I guess it paid off, because look at that. The overcost worked, but that was a very big gamble on my part, and with the knowledge I have now, I don't frankly know if it was worth it. But we are going to close out the round here. Didn't even die that game, but I very easily could have, and then I would have been overcost, and we would have been in exactly the same position, so kind of made a gamble that game, and, you know, it worked, but dicey, 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 dicey. Would have played that very, very, very much differently if I had the knowledge I do now of this game and how it works, so. And got a Barbados Lupus on our team now. Might be the same person. I've not been paying attention to the names. I very rarely do in these little commentaries, which I should more, because a lot of the times, you know, I recognize the names when I actually look at them, and I'm like, oh, hey, that person still plays, or oh, man, that person played a lot when the game was first new, but I never see them online anymore, and yeah. Really nice sense of community to this game. I know I harp on that a lot, but there's definitely a tight-knit feeling to MBON that I feel like a lot of other games lack, though I guess that's really any niche fighting game or any niche competitive game in its own right, right? You start to see people who are kind of learning alongside you, and you kind of keep track of all the old familiar faces and all that. Gonna blow him up. Oh, was not enough to kill. I think the scaling on that combo kind of fucked me over there in that regard. I probably should have just gone for the regular throw. Got stunned, ran right into it. Oh, jeez. If I was that Zaku 3 custom, I would have considered blowing myself up at this low of health, but I did not. Oh, ooh, good combo. That was a very excellent use of burst on the Zaku 3 customs part here. But there we go, gonna go for the super, and that's gonna be it. Yeah, when Destiny rushes in with the burst attack, it's rough to deal with. You just gotta get the fuck out of there. Pretty solid game, all things considered. Cleared out the whole team, no deaths. Seems like a success to me, at least. Teamed up with Char here. Find that blue unit 1 again. Believe this is, again, the same person. It must have just, you know, had a lobby going. Actually, I don't even remember if lobbies were open for the open... Yeah, they were for the open beta. I'm pretty sure they were, at least. It's been so long, I can't remember. Oh god, a little bit of connection foibles going on here, it looks like. Either that or was the feedback on my video editor being wonky, but I couldn't tell you. I should have punished that landing a little bit better, but Blue Destiny got greedy and decided... I think I accidentally team killed my partner there, actually, yikes. I was about to say, yeah, that Blue Destiny kind of rushed forward and made a poor decision, but then I immediately followed up in my footage by making a poor decision and friendly firing my teammate, I'm pretty sure, to death. So, hot calling the kettle black. Again, we were all new. This was young Rosin. But we got a solid lead going, I say as I die and put us behind. But I believe in me and my partner, we can make this work. We got substantial amount of health between us, and we can, you know, we can close out the game here, I believe. Yes, there we go. All we needed was one straight shot there. Closer game than I probably would have liked, but hey, we made it work, right? So, no harm, no foul. I think that was a very good example of a match where I was just playing way too offensive for my own good. Sometimes you just got to chill out and hang back a bit. Oh hey, and look right here, I'm playing with my buddy Mark, who is in the Hyakushiki. Actually, pretty good team comp, if I do say so myself, Hyakushiki and Destiny. I feel like that's a match made in heaven in a lot of ways. I say that, though, the more I'm thinking about it, I'm like, I don't know if there's any, like, real, specifically good chemistry there, but I feel like it's a pretty effective team. Hyakushiki's pretty solid. And so is Destiny, if I recall. I don't remember the tier lists as well as I probably should, but not that they really matter, honestly, for the most of the online player base. You know, I feel like it really only starts to come into play more when you're playing kind of more hardcore lobbies and hardcore players, which every now and again I'll kind of waltz my way into, but definitely most of the player base I feel like does not play at a level where a lot of those tiers and the tier differences really make too much of a have too much of an impact on the average day-to-day play. That being said, every time I get killed by a Reborns, I'm like, oh, of course it's the best suit in the game, like a salty little baby, but I'm joking. But I used to be a lot more afraid of Reborns than I am now. You just gotta be a little cautious, more cautious than what you typically would be, but even though it's the best suit in the game, Reborns is not insurmountable by any means. Yeah, didn't really have much to say that match. That was just a pretty cookie-cutter Destiny Gundam match, I'd say. Did pretty good, though. Whew, 11,000 attack score. That's pretty solid. Love to see it. Looks like we got 3 more games here for ya. Going up against a team with 4-game win streak, so we're going to see how this one goes. Mark changed over to the Death Scythe TV version, so see how this goes. Chasing after this Gun EZ, can't catch up. I need to use my I forget what it's called, but the flight mode that you can go into, or that dash extension you can go into with the wings. I need to use that more to chase, I think, in a lot of these games. As aggressive as I am being, I feel like I'm not actually using one of my key mobility tools as much as I probably could have been. So that's definitely causing me to fall behind a little bit. Especially Sinanju is a suit that can, you know, fly all over the place and do all sorts of ridiculous stuff, and I should have been a little more on the ball in terms of using all of my mobility tools to make sure that I was keeping in step with my very mobile opponents. Using the word mobile a lot in this Mobile Suit Gundam game match footage video commentary, huh? But that's just the way the cookie crumbles. I think I got scared there because of the burst animation, so I just kind of awkwardly cut that combo short, but managed to throw the Gun EZ up against the building and call it a game there, so again, a match I'm not particularly proud of. A lot of flaws there I noticed in my footage that I could have maybe been a little bit more on the ball with, but I'm too hard on myself. I always am. I am my own toughest critic. That's actually something I've been working on, just not only in my creative little slice of my life, but just my greater portion of my personal life in general. I feel like I'm a little hard on myself about things, and you know, you gotta suck sometimes to improve. That's just the natural course of life. So I think fighting games are just a wonderful little encapsulation of that lesson in a lot of ways. They're very humbling in a very good way. I know that a lot of people particularly cite the fact that most fighting games are 1 versus 1, and you have no one else to blame but yourself, whereas MBON, you kind of lose that a little bit because it is a team game, but, you know, I feel like you can kind of tell in MBON who's pulling their weight and who kind of didn't contribute as much, especially even with the scoring system, as flawed as it kind of may be and how much it prioritizes kills over actual, you know, damage and stuff like that. I feel like the score at the end kind of can illustrate a little bit at least who is pulling their weight versus who wasn't really putting in as much work. So, though it's not everything again, and sometimes the score can be a little low, but you could still have contributed a lot to the match in your own way. So every suit is different, and every round is different of this game. That was a wacky interaction there. I don't even know what I was trying to do hitting that Shadow Gundam, but that was a pretty clean combo to end the round there. So, not going to complain about that. Shadow Gundam can be very, very tricky to catch up with, as you can see there. I think I was so early on in my knowledge forming part of my MBON career that I was just kind of like, I don't even fucking know how to hit this guy. I'm just going to float here and shoot my gun and hope something lands. Goodness. Mark playing the victory here. Every single time, it's just so funny watching the intros with the very tiny victory Gundam right next to a regular size Gundam or something larger. It'll always get a kick out of me, even still to this day. I've actually been in the process of doing a Victory Gundam rewatch. I've been kind of picking at that slowly over the last... since the start of the year, actually, even. And I'm going to try to finish that up before the end of the month, just to get it over with. But Victory Gundam, good show. Good show. I know it has kind of a reputation, but there's a lot to dig into with that one. Not perfect by any means, but hey, what Gundam is, right? So... Very excited for Witch from Mercury, by the way. I can't believe I'm recording an MBON match footage video and I'm not even talking about that, but very, very excited to have a new Gundam TV thing and see what wonderful characters and concepts it introduces us to. Kinda ate shit there, unfortunately, but this Susanoo Wo is about to die. Was not able to confirm the kill there, though. That was I very poorly paced my shots there. That was completely on me. This is Susanoo Wo doing a lot more work than I should have let it do. Really dropped the ball here, getting a combo on me. I think the Gold Sumo just killed his partner, though, so hey, not going to complain about that. Now we got the opportunity. We just gotta finish out the round here by killing the Susanoo Wo again. Tried to get the burst attack off, but it didn't exactly work. There we go. Much better at chaining my shots together that time. Was able to cut the combo and finish the game there. So, whew. Susanoo Wo player was very good, though. Very, very scary suit to fight in the right hand, so. See, again, they played last, but they put in the work. They kicked ass there, so shoutouts to them. But anyways, that's it for the video. See you next time. Have a good one.